All right, it's on.
What's up, everybody? How's it going? CWC podcast here with Hank Balog and Alex Storm.
Yep. And we got two guests down here tonight. One of them is the manager and the newest star on CDW. So I'm gonna add him on here. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, Mr. Campbell and Tom King.
Yes.
They're here.
How's it going, guys?
Good.
Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. So, Hank, I know you had some questions for Mr. King. I'll let you do what you got to do.
Mr. King, how does it feel to be on CDW?
It will be great.
Do you like are you a good guy or a bad guy? Because I don't know what's going on. Like
Good
when
guy.
you were injured, like you body slammed somebody
Well,
after the match.
he said he's he's a good guy, but it seems he's a good guy that likes to hurt people.
And Mr. Campbell, how does it feel to manage a big man like Tom King? Matt Campbell, you there? Matt Campbell,
Technical difficulties. I see him on the thing.
you there?
Hey, am I supposed to say anything?
Oh yeah, I was asking how does it feel to manage a big man like Tom King?
Because I can't.
I don't think he can hear you.
Oh, I'll ask Tom King a question.
Can you
Yeah,
guys hear
some
me?
technical difficulties, guys. Sorry about that.
So,
While we get it figured out, I guess we'll get to the Tom King question that Hank has.
how did you and Matt Campbell meet Tom King? Tom King,
Yeah.
how did you and Matt Campbell meet?
Well, first thing, my cable will do promos about Mr. Tom King.
So so you guys like did a promo on each other?
They must have met in promo school.
Yeah.
It's a good place to meet. I mean, some people in CWC definitely need that.
Yep.
Um. Matt C, can you hear me? Matt C.
I guess he's still getting his thing fixed.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so Tom, I know you say that you're going to try to rack up them wins and eventually go for the CDW title, but I have to ask, your next opponent is Samuel Indiglia. How do you feel about your chances against him? Do you think you can beat him tomorrow on CDW?
But I not be nervous, but I can do it with my honey bomb.
So he's a bit nervous, but I mean, it's understandable to be nervous. I mean, it is only his second match of his career. But let's talk about that match he had with Carnage in his debut. Back and forth, but in the end, Tom King just the the outstanding power that he has. I don't think anyone else can match him, Hank. I mean, maybe your brother, maybe Harry Balog, but he's the only real big guy I can see besides Chris Awesome that could match the power of Tom King.
I know it's really like crazy. Like Carnage had Carnage took a little fight in him, but in the end Tom King dominated.
Makes me think with Tom King, being this new 7 foot tall guy. He's like probably the tallest guy we've ever had in CWC history. So just I mean, you get on his bad side and he could probably just crush you, and it's a really scary thought for all the CDW stars out there. And
Mhm.
and that makes me want to ask you, Tom, after your fight with Samuel Indiglia, Do you have anybody on the CDW roster that you would want to fight one-on-one?
Maybe Bobby Bacho.
Oh, he wants to go on one-on-one against Bobby Boucher, the current CDW champion, longest reigning CDW champion too.
Now, I don't
And
know if his mama would like it.
I mean, I know Bobby Boucher has Joseph Quinn in his corner as well. They're both the co-CDW champion. And so, if it does come down to it, Tom King, do you think you'd be able to beat both of them in a 2-on-1? I mean, that task is a lot harder said than done.
You think you could be in a 2-on-1, Tom King?
Yeah.
Man, see, look at that scary confidence. He said yeah so quickly.
Also, after we're done with interviewing these guys, we're gonna talk about the post show and stuff.
Yes, the post show for DWC Summer Bash and how Grand Line and Thunder Rampage have been going down so far today. A lot of big news coming up, so stay tuned for that. But we'll have to find out. Did Mr. Campbell ever fix his technical difficulties? Can you hear us?
Can you hear us, Matt Campbell?
Yeah.
Okay,
All right, there we
seems
go.
like it worked.
All right, so I gotta ask you a question. How does it feel to manage a big man like Tom King?
You know, he's a good wrestler. He's a good kid. And I want him to want him to be the championship. Want him to win the championship in the future.
That's some great confidence.
And what made you want to manage Tom King out of everyone on the roster? What made you pick Tom King first?
No, I have met Tom King a few years ago.
So it seems they met in person, Hank, and that's what made them develop this friendship and to develop this management team.
You know how to control him.
Yeah, can you handle him? What if he goes wild? What if he starts just like crushing everybody?
And then I will back him off.
Okay, so Matt Campbell says he can handle Tom King if he gets rough. Like no one else can handle him, but maybe Matt Campbell can, guys. So we'll have to see if that situation ever happens.
Matt Campbell, have you wrestled in the ring? That's
No, I haven't.
You haven't?
He has not, but hey, I mean, sometimes even if you have not stepped in the ring, you can still make a great manager and help someone become a great wrestler in the ring. So I believe in Matt Campbell. I believe he has big success coming his way as a manager. And who knows, maybe after his performance with Tom King, more people might want to join the Matt Campbell brand.
We got some comments. I think Adam Nelson said he wants to join the podcast, so I'll send him the link. So
where do you see comments at? Oh, okay, I see it right there. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, what's up, Adam Nelson?
Well, I'll send him the link, and after we're done interviewing these guys, and then we'll go on to the post show.
Gotcha. Is there a limit to how many people can be in this, like the other one, or
there's like 6 people for a limit? So like,
okay,
what if we can interview a tag team or something?
Got you. So okay, so yeah, so we can get him in here, and that'd be 5. All right, cool. 10. 4.
Like we'll finish this one, and then we'll move on to Adam Nelson. I'll have Adam Nelson be backstage.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, let me. All right. So, Alex, you got any more questions for them?
I do have one for Mr. Campbell. You know, you talk about Tom King who wants to go for the CDW championship, racking up some wins. But how does he feel about going for the Bullet Force title, which is pretty much the secondary title where if you can win it and hold on to it, you can cash in for a CDW title shot at any time. Do you think Tom King would have what it takes to ever win that title?
Yes, because he's a good wrestler and he's a good fighter, and I want him to probably pin him in like 5 seconds.
Oh man, I hope Gojiro's not hearing that. He can ground pound Gojira in 5 seconds. Man, I mean, if he can do that, that's Tom King would be the most dominating wrestler I've ever seen.
We got Chad. He said, "Yo, what's up, Chad?"
How's it going, Chad?
So I got one more question. Matt Campbell, hasn't Tom King broke your arm before?
Yes.
Oh,
Damn,
Tom King
dude.
has broken his arm before. I'm surprised. That's loyalty right there. He wants to stay with him even after a broken arm.
Um,
Tom
wow.
King, can I ask why you broke his arm?
I think he's on. I think he's on mute or something.
Because I put my tibia on the chair and slam.
You
Chair
slammed him on a table?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, poor Matt Campbell. Tom King, he just slammed on his own manager for no reason. I mean, he's supposed to be a good guy. That's something a good guy does. I'd hate to see what he does when he's a bad guy.
F9 was awesome. What's your thoughts on Fast Nine?
I mean, I believe F9 was a good movie as well. But I mean, personally, it's not like my favorite series. But I thought it was all right.
Okay. So, Mac, Mr. Campbell, do you have anything to say?
Um, I hope Tom King wins the championship, and if he struggles, I will help him out.
You'll help him out.
Yeah, he probably would grab onto some legs, maybe hit him with a weapon, distract the ref.
Sure.
Sounds like some good managing right there. Now, Tom, do you have anything to say to any future opponents you have, like Samuel Indiglia starting tomorrow? Do you have a message for anyone that gets in your way? Not sure if you're there, Tom.
Having a little bit of technical difficulties. Again. Tom King, you there?
Yep.
Do
Do you have any message to any opponents or anyone that steps in the ring with you, starting with Samuel Indiglia tomorrow on CDW? Do you have anything to say against anyone that might step in your way?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, so he's a silent but deadly type.
Yeah. Man. All right. So, I think it's time for you guys to have a nice day. Matt Campbell, do you have anything to say before you leave?
You're welcome.
All right.
It was an honor to have you guys. Thank you all for joining us.
You're welcome.
Also, should we announce the thing about the GM for CDW?
Oh, right. Yeah, see, so while we're here, and I forgot. So,
Yeah, we're going to leave Matt C out. So, Matt C,
so,
hope you have a great day. There we go.
So, yes, while Matt C and Tom King have left us, we do want to announce that for CDW starting tomorrow. You guys have seen the new roster. You've seen some of the old people that stuck around, some new people that are joining. We might even get Babe the Thug to join the roster if Jacob Black, the Intercontinental Champion, beats him today on Thunder Rampage. But regardless of what happens, our new general manager of CDW is backstage with us.
Or
So
it's, he's,
shout out to Matt B, as
mhm.
Matt B, our new CDW general manager. It will be his first time being a general manager. Can't wait to see what he can do. And I have to ask Matt, who is joining us here by satellite. Matt, how do you feel knowing that you get this big opportunity?
It's be my first time ever to do this.
Yes, it is his first time ever, and this is a big moment in Matt B's career, as Matt can book anything he wants for CDW. So, do you have any favorites in CDW, Matt, besides Tom King, of course? I know you took a liking to him.
Okay, my favorite is Alex Storm.
Well, thank you, but technically I'm not a CDW wrestler, but I do appreciate the loving right there. I did see your promo, Chad. It was a good promo. How about you, though, Hank? Do you have any favorites on CDW? I know Matt takes a liking to Tom King.
I like Bobby Boucher. He's a pretty cool dude.
Yeah, same here, man. I think he might be my favorite on the roster. He just goes crazy, and all of his matches are wild.
I think the one thing is I was probably with his mom yesterday. Awkward.
Oh yeah, what does Mama said? Mama said. And there goes Alexander saying Alex Storm smells. That's why you begged to rejoin my team, you stupid idiot.
Stupid.
That's why you were a jobber until we let you back in.
Matt B, is there? What if somebody doesn't want to agree with your decisions? What do you have to say to them?
See, you should listen to me.
They'll listen to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got to listen to Matt B because Matt is in charge. He can make the decisions in CDW. So I can only imagine if someone disrespects Matt B, what they'll be having to go through on CDW.
If you do, they will pay.
There'll be consequences.
Yeah.
Ooh, yes, I like that. He seems like he's already learning from the best in the business. I believe Matt B can really elevate CDW to a new level and bring back the activeness and bring back CDW like we've never seen it before. And he's got a good roster to do it.
Yep.
Any questions for Matt B for the chat? I know Chad and Alexander are probably in here.
Yeah, anyone that has any questions for Matt B, comment in the comment box.
Matt B, are you excited to be a GM?
I like it.
I think Matt B is very excited.
Also, Adam Nelson's
He
trying
can
to
book
get
whatever matches he wants. For all we know, we could see Hell in a Cells every week.
the Hell in the Cell match.
We could see Steel Cages, TLCs.
Steel Cage.
The CDW stars could be dead by next week with Matt be in charge. Who
It's gonna be
knows?
horrible. Sadly, Adam Nelson has technical difficulties with his stuff. He's trying to join, but his device is not letting him.
That sounds tough.
Give him about a minute. So, but what is your any future what's your show gonna be like tomorrow, Matt B?
It might be not big.
Okay, so
Nah,
he's gonna try to plan a show that's not too big, but a decent size. Okay, I can respect that.
Yep.
Any title matches?
Next week could be
Okay,
couple of them.
so next week we will see a couple title matches as you hear it live on this podcast. Matt B has declared that next week the champions will be defending. So that should be an interesting sight to see.
Yep.
That means that Bobby Boucher and Joseph Quinn better be prepared because next week they will be defending the CDW championship.
Okay.
We already know the number one contender for the women's title as Sophia Jones would win the matchup, and she will be taking on either Haley Hamilton, Amanda Washington, or Helen Turner for the women's title one-on-one at the next Invasion pay-per-view.
That's a good announcement.
And knowing Matt B, who knows what kind of match that could be.
Could be
And
some hell.
about one type which will be no the subtitle be online tomorrow.
Oh, so Matt B has decided the No Days Off title will be defended tomorrow. John Simmons will be defending against somebody.
Somebody indeed. So, Mabby, do you have anything to say before you leave?
Nope, I do not have.
All right.
He wants to keep us surprised.
All right. So, let's work. All right. Our next guest is right here. Adam Nelson has
/
joined
Morgan Storm.
So we don't know who is on.
Or now, my buddy Morgan. What's up?
It's Morgan.
What's up, Morgan?
What's up?
Is it-
If you don't mind, Adam invited me along, so.
So we get both Adam Nelson and Morgan Storm here with us on the CWC podcast. And now, Hank, I know you have a lot of questions for Adam following Summerbash. I mean, this weird, this weird thing happened backstage, and no one really knows much about it except for Adam. So go. Yeah, what do you have to say about that?
I gotta be honest with you guys. I have no idea who attacked me. Next thing, the only thing I remember was getting back from my match with Gojira after unsuccessfully winning the Iron Man title. The next thing I know, I wake up with a bloody smile on my face.
So do you know who? Do you have any suspicions on who did it? Like, do you think Gojira did it? I don't know. I don't think Gojira did it.
Well, I don't think it'd be.
There's
Gojira,
no way he could have done that.
Gojira just he just revealed his true self after losing his first ever men's match against John Simmons just yesterday on Grand Line, and the attack happened after Gojira versus Adam Nelson occurred. So I don't think it's Gojira. I'll just put
and
that out
besides,
there.
drawing bloody smiles on people's faces, that isn't Gojira's thing.
Do you know who? Do you think you know who did it?
I would assume whoever maybe attacked Billy Ball might be involved in it too.
Yeah,
But
I think how Ray Pidu did it. He literally put a bloody smile on Billy Ball's face. Like, who would have done that?
I
think he kind of fits the description. I mean, he is a vampire after all.
I think his vision is chaos, and I think he wants to cause chaos in CWC, so he's attacking anybody he can. Like Lightning. I think Lightning got attacked.
It's ironic because Lightning was finally starting to elevate his career. Even though he lost to Cole Carter at Summer Bash, I mean, he's finally making himself known.
Yeah. So Friday, Adam Nelson, do you like? What do you plan to say? Like, are you gonna call out Ray P, dude? Like, that's gonna be crazy. You know, let's see how this man did to Billy Ball. He injured him. He's gone. So
But what if it wasn't? What if it wasn't Rapey, dude?
it could be Ray P. Like, look what he did.
For all we know, I mean, it could be Rapey Dude. It might not be, but even so, with everything that's been occurring these past few days, we get more and more announcements, more and more crazy attacks backstage. It makes me wonder now. So with Morgan Storm being here as well, I do have to ask, what is next for Morgan and what is next for Adam? Are y'all going to try to take down Ray P Dude together, or are you going to try to do it one-on-one?
Well, I don't know about Adam, but for me, I'm just focused. I'm just focused on one thing and one thing only, and that's to be champion again. The only title I've won since joining CWC was the IC title, and I haven't won another title ever since then. And I've been trying to boost my way up to be champion again.
I mean, that's a good goal to have. Everyone wants to become a champion, and it is possible for anyone. I mean, look, people like Josh Adams said Gojira was unbeatable, but he lost his first match yesterday. So when we say anything can happen in CWC, it's definitely true. I mean, Sonia Adams wins the first ever women's Medieval Dominion match, and then 2 nights later on Thunder Rampage, she did the open challenge, and somehow this rookie beat her. So, and then after that, she announced that whenever she loses all of her gold, she will be retiring. And I really hope we don't see that, because I'm a big fan of Sonia Adams. I don't know if other people are.
Speaking of Sonia, Diane kind of came in. My daughter Diane came and had a conversation with me about that, because we all heard what she said, including her. And Diane, well, she said she was doing open challenges. Does that include on Aftershock as well?
I would assume so. She said open challenges for every title she has left, so probably on, open fight night, it was confirmed she's going to be defending the Grand Line title against the general manager of Grand Line, the creator of Grand Line, Sally, the Pirate Princess. And who knows, maybe every week on those shows, she will defend the Aftershock Women's title and the Grand Line Women's title and the Warfare Women's title, probably whenever she gets a chance.
Well, Diane, on the other hand, she says that she has some unfinished business with Sonia. Apparently, she hasn't forgotten what Sonia and Emma did to her a few months ago.
Well, Sonia Adams, whether you like her or not, she has done a lot in her career, and sometimes she takes the easy way out, sometimes she takes the hard way out, but you got to respect what she has accomplished in that ring. But
taking the easy way. You want to talk about taking the easy way out? Why don't you talk to that nuthead John Simmons about that?
He didn't take no easy way out. He beat Gojira clean and fair in the middle of that ring.
I'm not talking about against Gojira.
Then I don't know what he's talking about, Hank, because every match I've seen John Simmons in, he has
dominated. I'm talking about in a different league.
I mean,
that me and him went one-on-one against.
People give him money.
And if he's talking about a different league, he beat you clean in the middle of the ring to get that briefcase.
He beat me by count out. How is that beating me clean?
I mean, that's a way to win.
The condition was as long as he won the match. He didn't say how he won the match. So therefore, in my eyes, he did the smart thing. Work smarter, not harder. That is a saying that I've gone by since day one of my career. And look at my success.
Mm-hmm.
But now, Hank, that makes me want to go back to you. Do you have any more questions for Morgan Storm or Adam Nelson here?
So are you thinking about doing a promo as Adam Nelson on Friday?
He loves those
Yeah,
maniac.
I want to get a lot of things out before focusing on other things.
And just watch out.
Because apparently Morgan and I on the other hand have the same goal, and apparently so does Diane and Ashley.
But while all of them want to become champions, Hank, I gotta
Yeah.
him back in the Storm Brigade, and he tried to, make us look bad and saying that, we smell, but really we carried them back to relevancy.
Yeah.
So what is next for Hank Balog after that dominant performance?
Well, I'm gonna have to make an announcement, and I think me and you feel like we deserve something. So I'm not gonna say it. I think me and you know. So I'm not gonna say it.
I agree entirely. I think the way that we carried Storm Brigade at Summerbash 3, we deserve what's coming to us. And I'm actually quite disappointed in the women's Medieval Dominion match. I mean, happy for Sonya that she won, but just our whole
Disappointed
team,
that my
our whole
disappoint.
team our whole team was dominated by CK and
By
Kimberly
nobody's.
Sanchez and
Nobody's
Big
except for
Nasty
Anthony Adams
Orndorff.
and Reason.
We were getting dominated by a bunch of jobbers. It's not good, and it's something that we will have to handle ASAP.
I know.
Moving forward.
It's sad.
Yeah, by the way, Diane
Yeah,
told me earlier that she was thinking about challenging Sonya for the Aftershock Women's title, but I don't know about that.
well, whatever happens, I mean, I know that Sonya Adams did make the announcement that once she loses all of her gold, she will retire.
Plus,
And I'm sure that's going to be a tough day to see whenever it comes. But she said that she is going to be the fighting champion. She is going to be making each and every match that she has 5 stars, the best that she can. And I respect it because after last night, I really think she's might be changing her ways because that loss might have done a lot to her. I mean, can you imagine? This rookie debuts, and on their debut, they beat you, and you're supposed to be the face of the women's division. Like that's really got to be harsh.
mm,
Yeah.
so why do you think Diane Nelson deserves a Aftershock Women's title after her performance at the Women's Millennium?
Yeah, no, I agree, Hank. I mean, honestly, after the Storm Brigade's performance in that match, I really don't think any women deserve a shot right now. But the generosity of Sonya Adams giving open challenges every week on every show, giving these women a chance, I think it really does show the change of her ways. She used to be like the biggest heel in the business, but now slowly you can see that anti move happening where she still does things her way, but she's getting that crowd approval. The crowd's starting to cheer for her slowly and slowly.
I mean, well, wait, oh, hold on. Well, speaking of Diane, hello, Alex. Hello, Hank. Diane here.
Oh, she just came out of nowhere. Oh god, like an RKO.
So Diane, I'm sorry what I said, but I don't know. I don't think you deserve an Aftershock Women's title after your performance.
I did the best I could, Hank.
You
Well,
let
hey,
the
at least we did have one woman who with Ashley Storm, she actually did eliminate Kimberly Sanchez. She was the only person from the Team Sonya team that actually was eliminated was Kimberly Sanchez, and that was because of Ashley Storm working together so well with Rebecca Snow. So you got to give Ashley some props, but I agree with Hank earlier. Diane Nelson and the rest of the women besides Rebecca and Ashley, they They did kind of terrible.
And then a rookie winning that
The Thunder Rampage title. Yeah, I watched it.
It's kind of just like it's kind of sad in a way.
I think the only reason Sonya lost that match is because, I mean, think about it. Just 2 nights before, going through that whole women's Medieval Dominion match, winning it, and then less than 24 hours later, defending the Grand Line women's title against Bad Attitude Brittany, and then defending the title against some rookie the next day from that. That's got to be a lot of stress on the body, a lot of strain, both physically and mentally. So I think Sonya Adams might have just been mentally drained and, just kind of lost that technique. And so the rookie took advantage and we got a new champion.
Mm-hmm.
I still think
But now
after everything I've been through, losing Sophia as my partner, being thrown in jail, being framed for the attack on Sophia.
What?
I almost forgot about that storyline, to be honest.
You're still on to that?
I almost forgot that happened. Yeah, that was
And
that
yeah.
was a wild time to watch happen.
And I've been telling everyone for months that I was innocent, but no one, including you, Hank, believed me.
You're still on to that.
I mean, that was back when we did the whole Gojira segment. Oh my God, both of Gojira's true forms were revealed since then. Oh man, that was a long time ago.
Well,
But thanks to Alex here, we were able to clear my name.
Yes, we did. We found out Gojira was the attacker, and it's surprising that after
No, I think it was what was her name? Nina. It was Nina that attacked
Oh
Sophia.
no, I'm sorry. It wasn't Gojira. My bad, Gojira. It was Nina Zolotov. And what's funny is I haven't heard of anything from her since that happened. She in fact got moved back down to CDW. So Matt B kind of controls her now with being the GM of CDW.
It's gonna be chaos in CDW.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome.
Probably be a lot of free Hell in a Cell matches for everybody.
Right. And now, so I do have to ask though, with that message, we were on the topic of Gojira earlier, and Gojira, after revealing his true form, losing to John Simmons, he sent out a message. The lights went out, all these pictures are flying around the ring, and a message popped up on the Titantron. I have no idea what it means, but what do y'all think it means? I mean, do y'all have any hints or ideas?
Well, I didn't see this. Wait, what did it say?
It was a lot of stuff. It was into the world, into the storm, some different language stuff. It was a whole bunch. It was a long message. And it's still in the chat. Y'all can go back and look. Maybe scroll up. It might be there. But I have no idea what Gojira's plans are or what's next for him.
Well, I watched Ashley's match against Big Nasty last night. I mean,
I was very impressed that Ashley was able to get the win because I heard Big Nasty was bodying her most of the match. So
she was. I barely couldn't even watch the whole thing.
I'm surprised that Ashley was able to pull the win. Happy that she did.
Yeah.
And so, Hank, I mean, how do you feel about Big Nasty Orndorff? I know you were making a lot of jokes about her last night or the night before, with those big nasty sandwiches and moves. And do you really think Big Nasty Orndorff is secretly gonna, start improving? I mean, if she can dominate Ashley Storm, even though she didn't win, she could be well back to getting in the title picture.
Yeah, all those nasty sandwiches she's been eating, so I'm pretty sure she can do it.
Oh my
Do you
gosh.
think that's how she grows? She eats the nasty
When
sandwiches
was
and
this? When
gets
was this?
bigger, so that's why they call her Big Nasty Orndorff.
When did this joke happen?
Isn't it a
Nasty.
big?
What the-
I think the sandwich is called a nasty Orndorff sandwich, isn't it? The nasty Orndorff. That's the name of the sandwich. That
Yeah,
might be why
Oh
it's
my
Big Nasty
gosh.
Orndorff.
When
maybe
was
there's
this?
drugs in
You
there.
get
I
them.
don't
You can get them. You can get them exclusively at Jersey Mike's and Subway.
know. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But yeah, Ashley, she was there. I mean, Ashley's a good friend. She was there for me when I was having some emotional issues. I'm glad
Oh
to
yeah,
have her
you
as a
remember
friend.
that phase?
I'm happy to have her as a friend. And speaking of, hi, Uncle Alex.
Random, but what's up?
I'm doing well. Still banged up on my match after the video.
I know you guys
But
are using
thankfully, but
Nelson's,
thankfully, I was able to get the win.
Adam Nelson and Morgan Storm's computer.
Seems like
Who is
it
this?
seems like everyone's here at this point, Hank. It's just like a giant party.
Who is this? Wait,
But yeah, thankfully, I was able to get the win last night.
You can. I mean, I'm just doing a podcast with them.
wait. You said thankfully you went to Wendy's last night.
Oh yeah,
I
I
said
went to
thank-
Wendy's. Get the Berry Jerry. The Berry Jerry is delicious.
Barry. I said thankfully I was able to win the match.
Oh, I thought you said
Oh, see,
thankfully
no,
you went to
I heard him
Wendy's.
say Wendy's, and I was like, yeah, get a Berry Jerry, because Berry Jerry is like the exclusive flavor. It was really good.
Yeah,
We're not sponsored.
Yeah, we say what we want here on CWC. There's no restrictions.
nope, not at all.
But
anyway.
so now, Hank, do you have any more questions for any of the people here with us?
I have
do you?
no questions.
So no more questions. All
No
right,
more
well,
questions.
do you have anything to say, Adam, Morgan?
Diane and Ashley.
Yeah,
Whoa.
do any of y'all have anything to say?
Well, my win over Big Nasty. It kind of helped me boost my confidence.
Okay.
Half of me wants to do this, but my other half told me I should wait. But you know
What is
what? You know what?
What?
I'm just gonna go on and do it.
What are you gonna do? What are we gonna see?
Sonia, tomorrow night, open fight.
All right.
On open what? Open disconnect.
No, I I think she hung up. I
Yeah,
think
see, I don't know. Tomorrow on open fight night, disconnect. So I didn't hear what she was gonna say. I guess she got too scared to challenge Sonya, and then backed out last second. I don't know.
so. Do you want to talk about the more important stuff in the show?
Yes, let's get to it. So, we're talking about Summerbash and everything that occurred. So we saw Chad overcame Brandon Shadowblade and Morgan Storm to walk out with 4 titles. And not only that, but Chad being a part of the CDW roster with Matt B as GM. Do you think that Chad might be overbooked, overworking himself?
I honestly, how Matt B is, it might be some, like I said, it might be some free Hell in a Cell matches. Might be, I don't know what's going to be on CDW, but Chad needs to watch out for Matt B. He might do something. He
Do you
actually
think that with Chad on the roster, do you think Matt might make the main roster titles be defended on CDW?
yeah.
That would be crazy. That we've never seen that happen before. So we could see the television, internet, and international and hardcore titles be defended on CDW. That would be something crazy.
So what was the next match?
And then we also saw what else did happen? We saw Billy Ball, out wrestle and out box Canelo Alvarez, ending his streak and record, but then just to be attacked by Ray P Dude who returned. And I know he's going. It seems like he might be going after Adam Nelson, but do you think he might be going after anyone after Adam Nelson?
I mean, I don't know. He's mystery. He said, I think he said he wants to be on every single roster to watch, like, to spy on everyone on each roster. Like, he's now become dangerous. Look what he did. He attacked Adam Nelson. I'm pretty sure he did, and he attacked and injured Billy Ball, and it was a sad, sad moment.
Yes, that's what Open Fight Night's for. You can do an open challenge tomorrow.
Oh, okay. I'm on.
All right, so it seems Desiree, the Diamond Desiree, wants to do an open challenge. So tomorrow on Open Fight Night, Desiree is doing an open challenge for whoever wants to accept. It will, obviously be CPU because she doesn't have the game. But yeah, so open challenge dropped.
There was Xavier Stone and Jordan Wolf versus the Warfare Warriors.
Oh yeah, that one was a big part of Summerbash. I mean, the Warfare Warriors were undefeated until that match, and so for some reason Austin Stone just was slacking and made huge mistakes where Jordan Wolf and Xavier Stone became the new Warfare Tag Team Champions. And then what's crazy is that Austin Stone's the reason that they lost, but yet he's the one that attacked Freeze after the match and broke the team up.
Mm-hmm.
And now the weirdest part is that Austin Stone, after doing that, I believe he's lost all of his matches since on Grand Line and Thunder Rampage. And the craziest part is that, Mr. Jack, he could have won against Josh Adams and James Elwood. He almost won multiple times by himself, and he could have won the Thunder Rampage tag titles. But he went on to find out that that Freeze, the guy that Austin Stone left, recruited John Simmons, the guy that Mr. Jack was supposed to team with, and now he is they're the Grand Line Tag Team Champions.
And
it's a lot to process.
And look what Austin Stone said though, like before this was happening, called him a bitch. Like, why would you call your partner that? And it's sad.
It's like it is because your partner did everything for you. Freeze really did make Austin Stone go from just a low talent to a superstar level. I mean, holding the Warfare tag titles and the Grand Line tag titles at the same time. And then I guess just because of your mistakes, you go on to end that 147-day reign, that 147-day friendship. And for what? Because Austin Stone, I think he almost forgot that he was holding 2 pairs of tag titles, because after they lost the Warfare tag titles, he just gave up his Grand Line tag titles to where Freeze just found a new partner.
Mm-hmm. And it's really great partner.
If you're a champion, why would you give up your title? That makes no sense to me.
I know it's. What did I don't know. It was too. I don't know. Like I don't know what you said.
It's so weird because it's like you can only wonder how is Austin Stone gonna do by himself now that he's a solo star.
All right.
I mean,
I want to see what Diane needs to say. What do you need?
Alrighty. Sorry about that.
Oh man, just when we were talking about the good topics like Austin Stone.
And this is Ashley. Sorry about that. Now before
Before what? Before what? Did he disconnect again?
No, I did something.
Oh,
What are we talking about?
because that was funny. I was like, man, right when we're getting to the good topics, he's like, okay, before disconnects. I was like, what the heck?
Okay.
But okay, on a serious note, here on the podcast we have our fun. But we were talking about Austin Stone, and will he find a new partner? Will he stay solo? I mean, with Matt B, it seems Matt B found a new partner with some call that I don't even remember his name, but on Aftershock, and do you think Matt B is probably just gonna ditch him if they lose one match too?
I mean, yeah, it's
It's like it's
possible.
scary to think. And then, on Grand Line, we had Shane Killer form a team. And now it's like we're starting to get more tag teams in the division. Do you think
Oh,
that teams like
it
any of
was
these teams will really step up or last? Oh, it's Anthony Williams. Okay, so Anthony Williams and Matt B, I guess, are teaming. Unless it's Anthony Williams and Shane Killer. I don't know which call he's talking about, but with all these tag teams forming, do you think that there might actually be some threats to the tag team division?
I mean, our I think our tag team, the Storm Brigade, will
Well,
be
of
a threat.
course. I mean, Storm Brigade's always on top. We had one bad night with our women, and we've been talking to them about that. So don't worry, they're going to step up. But besides that fact, I mean, really, the only other team that's relevant is the current tag team champions on Aftershock and in CDW, and that's the Rogers crew. I mean, undefeated still.
Hmm.
It's crazy that they've went this long. They've beaten every challenger. They are undefeated, and they're still holding the belts on Aftershock and on CDW.
Hmm.
And I've just been informed it was Anthony Williams with Matt B and Elijah Walker with Shane Killer. Elijah Walker actually did win a match. I forget who he fought, but it was a triple threat match that he won.
Hmm.
I think it was like Jordan Wolf and someone else or something like that. I don't really remember, but oh yeah, no, it was my bad. It was Jake Storm and Chris Parker, the Messiah, and they made the condition that if Chris Parker was pinned by either star, that he had to drop the Messiah gimmick, and so Elijah Walker would pin Chris Parker to where Chris Parker can no longer call himself the Messiah. And so now, how do you think Chris Parker is going to bounce back? How do you think he's going to reply on Aftershock, knowing that he's no longer the Messiah?
First of all, he needs to cut a promo. I need some promo work from him. I don't see any promo work. I just see him saying I'm the Messiah and that's it. And
That's a lot of people though in CWC. They just say I'm the best. They say I'm gonna win. I'm gonna do this, but there's no real magic, no real hype anymore.
Mhm.
It's really hard to find good promo people these days. I mean, we got lucky with a few of our new guys, like John Simmons. That man can promo, and then
Mhm.
we see Gojira. That man can promo, even though I don't really understand what he's saying half the time, but he knows how to get his words across.
seeing seeing that promo he did, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't know what he was trying to say with that message, but I did see one part of the message. It said "into the storm," and so it makes me wonder: is he possibly after someone like Morgan Storm or Jake Storm or Ashley Storm, or is he probably going to be after the Storm Brigade? Is he going to help the Storm Brigade? There's so many.
He could be after you.
He could be after me, but if he is after me, I'm not worried because see, the only time he beat me was when he pretended to be me. Now that he's himself, if he ever fought me one on one, I'd be able to wipe the floor with him. But
Mhm.
right now, Gojira is the least of my worries, as my worries is to enhance the Storm Brigade, get them back on track, and we have our goal, but I'm not going to spoil it yet because I know you wanted to announce it on Aftershock.
Yes.
So I mean, is there anything else you want to talk about? I think we've covered almost everything.
Oh, what about you versus Austin Stone?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Back to the Austin Stone. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, what the decision he did against Freeze just really shocked me because you would think if the team ever did break up, it would be Freeze doing it to Austin Stone, but with Austin doing it to Freeze, it was just so backwards to me because Austin lost the knee, Austin lost the tag team match,
Mhm.
Austin was pretty much losing everything at Summer Bash, and it just. I mean, it seems so weird lately that all these people like Matt B, Austin Stone, Mr. Jack, Super Red, it's like they all trained together or something because they all have the same exact move set. I'm not sure if you noticed that.
Yeah.
And it makes me wonder, has Matt B been training these stars in case they do have to go solo career? I mean, Dr. Ashley, she made it to the final three of the Women's Medieval Dominion match,
This
which
Matt
is
B
very
has a
impressive.
secret
And
faction.
then Big Nasty Orndorff, she dominated. She even dominated Ashley Storm on Thunder Rampage, even though she didn't get the win. I heard she was burying her though. She just made one mistake.
That's probably like look what I think Adam Nelson did.
And that's probably the same thing that happened to Sonya Adam, One mistake is all it takes to lose a match.
It's probably
But
because he broke up with Freeze and because he couldn't beat you. That's what he Adam Nelson said.
wait, what happened?
Um, Adam Nelson or Luke had a comment.
That's probably because he broke up with Freeze. It's because he couldn't beat you. Well, maybe. I mean, but one thing I will say is, regardless of what happened to Austin Stone, he's definitely getting more aggressive and he's getting more skilled in the ring. He's actually putting up a good fight. He's putting up a good match. And he's a lot more resilient than I remember. I mean, the man kicked out of like so many finishers when we wrestled. So if someone were to ask me, is Matt B and his little group of friends main event status? My answer to that would be not quite yet, but can he get there? Yes. I really believe they can.
I think we got up all the topics, but I think he wants to come back. Let's see what he wants.
Oh Lord, here we go again.
Storm, Storm and Nelson family are back.
Uh,
Let's hope they don't
Okay. One
oh,
more time. I think Ashley has something to say.
all right, go for it.
Okay. Thank you. Now, as I was about to say,
I think
Oh my gosh.
expected.
I kind of feel bad now. Oh my gosh. It's like poor Ashley can't get her message across. Every
All
time
right,
every time she's trying to say
okay.
something, she gets
You know what?
disconnected.
I'm just going to go on and say it. I'm just going to go on and say it.
all right. I don't know what you need to say.
She's gonna go out and say it. What are you gonna say?
Are you too nervous?
No, I'm not nervous. It just keeps doing that. Okay, Hank, is that you? Are you doing that? Are you doing that on purpose? Come on.
I'm not doing that.
Anything. You just keep getting disconnected every time you talk. I don't know what's going on.
All right, go.
Okay. Sonia Adams.
I don't know what's going on with him. I'll give him more. Adam Nelson has to talk. Adam Nelson, talk. You just talk, Adam Nelson.
Okay, I'll say it for her. Ashley here is challenging Sonia Adams.
Challenging her in a regular match.
In what? I just heard she's challenging her.
You're
So-
challenging her in a regular match, right?
Ashley is challenging Sonia for the
You guys,
for the Grand.
hey guys,
Wait, how is she going to challenge her for the Grand Line Women's title if Sally's getting a Grand Line Women's title shot?
guys.
That was already announced.
Oh wait, never mind. Wait, what title? What title is Sonia defending on Open
I
Fight
think it's
Night?
the WWE title.
She's defending the Grand Line Women's title against Sally, but that is her only confirmed match right now.
Well, darn.
Connection good, Adam. I think it's too many people on the call for you, right? Because you.
I think they're just disconnecting me on purpose.
I don't know, Alex. Am I disconnecting them?
I can you do that? I didn't know that was a thing.
I don't
If
know.
no one disconnects you, wouldn't he be able to not rejoin because you kicked him out and you're the host? I don't think that's a. I don't know how this app works.
No,
Me neither.
should we end it?
Well, I mean, unless anyone has anything else to say, I think we're this podcast can be wrapped up.
Mm-hmm. Make sure to subscribe to Alex
Subscribe
Hollaback.
to the channel, subscribe
Yeah.
to myself,
You know what?
to all of us here on CWC. Stay tuned. All the
You
action,
know what? If it's possible,
big matches.
oh my god. If it's possible,